So hello, Myrmonnden here. Welcome to my review of Inuyashiki episode 6. Another 10 out of 10 episode. I love this anime. This is like I think this is the best anime this year, probably. Probably easily the best anime this year. Because older episode, I would say like I love Konosuba. You know me, I'm a huge Konosuba fan. Of course, it's what anime you want. If you have a comedy, okay, this episode's pretty funny, but like okay, Konosuba is better. But it's just overall this episode, like every episode is so amazing. This anime, every episode is so amazing. Like it's breathtakingly good. I think this episode again here, it had everything. It had a drama of seeing that okay, he's sad, his mom died, this all that thing like that. That thing is very sad, even though you might not like him and so on, because he kills little people. But like yeah, it's sad, right? And then it goes into this like almost like a comedic. Okay, I'm just gonna kill everyone, and it's funny. Like you don't feel like, oh god, this guy is the worst murderer. You feel more like, damn, they deserve to die. So it is very much you empathize with him. So you kind of feel like if I was in the same place, would I probably do the same thing? Maybe I would if I was like unstoppable killing machine and so on, right? So you feel that yeah, he's doing kind of like, damn, those trolls deserve to die. That's kind of how you feel. It's a prank, bro. It's a really good episode. I think, as I say again, both with drama and comedy. And you generally very two characters. So first of all, I would say again, I think it's a really good psychopath storyline, psychopath trait. It's a good thing in anime. We're following a person that can kill anyone without caring, except people around him. Right? It's a very clever psychopath. He loves his mother. He is evidently cares about his dad, even though his dad betrayed his mom, so to speak, by divorcing her, as opposed to his dad did it, and so on. Right, his friends and stuff like that. For example, a girl, they protect him and so on. So he does care about them, but they kill anyone is against him, right? So I think it's very good again. They are typical, like very good psychopath traits. It makes a lot of sense. And of course, when his mom commits suicide, he loses. It's like I'm just gonna kill them all. So I think it's very good. So the whole writing with that thing, the whole mentality, the behavior, it makes complete sense. So I think it's very excellent writing. Again, every episode, very excellent writing. That's the first thing I'll say. Second, then, man. I think it was great. I think the whole team was sad and great in a good way. It was like, even though, as I said earlier, we know this guy's a bad guy, you still feel that, you're like, yeah, but like, he does some bad stuff. I mean, obviously very bad stuff, but like he can connect to the internet all the time. He can see the TV shows all the time, so right. So that, of course, it's kind of like having this kind of mind reading powers, and you can't turn it off. He's kind of like see what everyone says all the time about his mom and about him and so on. But clearly, he doesn't care too much about himself. It's a typical thing, right? He's more interested in saying that this guy insulted my mom. My mom did nothing wrong. This damn troll insulted my mom for no reason. Like that's more, emotional for him, right? Than he's saying someone calling him a douchebag or murderer. He doesn't care about that much, probably. But he keeps reading that all the time. He keeps seeing the TV shows all the time. So I think it's a very interesting. Like the storyline, you see him getting more and more breaking down. Like every day is like he gets worse and worse mentality. I think it was great. It was very good. And of course, in the end there, he's watching this random comedy show because he can watch the TV show and they're like breaking news. Your mom just killed herself. Like, yeah. So I think it was very good. I think it was very good, and it was sad. Even though you shouldn't like the main bad guy, you can still kind of feel for him. So I think it was really amazing. Yeah, then of course it has this like comedy part, and not much to say about that. I want to mention briefly here because they were in the second part, but we have the Inuyashiki and Ando doing the UBC thing. That was pretty funny, flying up in space, seeing this guy and this other, like yeah. So that was pretty funny though. So then let's go to the second part. Second part, it was just hilarious. I found it funny. Right? It's like okay, of course it's horrible, but it's mainly funny. For me. It reminded me of South Park kind of comedy humor, the dark, morbid humor, right? If you, especially of course the whole troll trace, the whole South Park, that whole season of trolling, right? Because it's very much like this guy here that he's gonna kill. He's like this fat guy with glasses and like sweating. It's like very classic otaku, 2chan, force, whatever, like internet troll, right? Like it looks like a troll, is a troll, yeah. It's like, mom, get me food. It's that kind of guy, right? It's like I'm gonna leave my computer here. I have to sit here and flame people. Like, get them food, mom. That kind of guy, right? So. Of course, they probably killed his mom, right? You didn't see it happening, but I guess he killed his mom probably before. But you really don't kind of care who kills him, man. You know this guy is like he doxed him and sent or doxed his mom, I guess. But yeah, but like some of them, probably this guy doxed his mom, right, and sent the news and so on to his place and indirectly killed his mom, right? Yeah, like the internet bullied his mom to kill herself. So actually, a lot reminds me of the South Park season there of trolling and so on, because it all happened there as well. Spoiler, but yeah, but it's kind of whatever. It's in the back now, and yeah, so you don't really feel for that guy because he's like I said, he's this archetype, generic, evil internet troll that hates everyone, right? And I think it was really fun. Not that scene, but I mean, general behavior they had, I think was actually hilarious. I think, and it made sense. He killed this guy. He uploaded to kill this guy. And everyone's like, he's just some kind of hacker troll. I'm not gonna be afraid. Come at me, Shishigami Hiro. Come at me. And he's like, okay, kill this guy. Right? He kills the guy, and he's like, and the next guy's like, that's just so fake. You can't kill me. And he kills him. Yeah, I found it hilarious how he kept like killing 20, 30 people, right? And they're still, everyone's still mocking him. Everyone's still saying that, like, oh, you can't touch me. You're some guy on the internet. You can't do anything to me. Your mom is a loser. You're a loser. Yeah, they just keep mocking him. They keep insulting his mom and so on. He's like, I'm gonna kill you all. Like, this is the list here. You will all die in this order. And they're like, you can't do anything. And they keep killing them. And no one stops mocking him. I just loved it, right? It's a classic internet flame trolls and so on. They just can't stop doing it. It's like, okay, 500 people have died before me now, because like less than people in. They're like, but this guy, he's a mother. He really likes his mom. I'm gonna write something like, you wanna do your mom, mate? She's dead. You can do it easily. Now, like, I have to still flame this guy. It's like, I'm gonna kill you too. Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome, and it also felt good too because obviously they could have survived if they stopped using their phones and so on. They could have stopped using their phones. They could have stopped using the internet generally, and they don't, because they have to be like, oh, 1,000 people dead now. I better Google that, and then they die, right? It's like you have to do that. You just like not use your phone. You might have survived for a bit longer at least. So I think the general thing was just hilarious. I think it was actually really funny mainly. I mean, you do definitely empathize with the main character, or the even main character. Yeah, the even main character. You empathize with him, right? You empathize with him because, like, yeah, these people are horrible people. Like, these people are spending use all the time on the free time to just harass people online, right there. So I think the general episode was kind of interesting as well because, like, this is a power that a lot of people have fantasy having, right? I mean, every time I have a bad comment in my video, I'm like, I wish I could kill this guy. no, personally, I'm the kind of person, so keep them going, and people always see them all of as well, but I'm the kind of person, people saying like, oh, you're fat. I'm like, nice, this guy likes me. That's how I see it, right? I'm just kind of like, every kind of commentary is good. I was like, there is no bad commentary, there's nothing bad. You can only become more famous. Everyone calling me stupid just means you actually, someone people call me stupid. I'm just like, well, they call me stupid. It probably means they just had to have an argument against my argument. It probably means that my argument made sense to them, and it couldn't deflect against it, couldn't debunk it. So they're saying that you're stupid. That's how I interpret that, right? So personally, not really, but of course, it would be really funny sometimes to have the power to at least like meet some people talk to you. Not because they say stupid stuff. It's something so I don't care about that, but I think it's more interesting to see some people that just say really weird stuff. I would say those for me personally though. People say like really weird arguments. You're like, no, this thing. I'm like, have you read this book? Like those people interest me. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. That's me personally though. But I think a lot of people, right? A lot of people are like, if I wish I could just kill everyone that trolls me, I could do this thing. Yeah, so I think you definitely have a team on that sense. You are like, I want to eliminate everyone like that. They're bad stuff to me, yeah. And of course his mom just died because they bully internet harassers. So yeah, but he's a bad guy, right? So it's very interesting. The dynamic of the episode is fantastic. It's a very good episode. I mean, it's easily 10 times again. I said it several times, but still, I'm still hyped about it because it's such a good episode. I watched it twice now. I can watch it again after this. I'm probably gonna watch a few clips again after this to say, oh, this is so good. This is just such a good anime. I want to say again, but one scene more I also liked, which I mentioned earlier, but again here, is the scene with his father. I think it also was a great scene, not only because that's the first scene we see him killing people after he fly up and crying in the sky and so on, which of course was sad, but after that, I think the scene has a lot of value, because I was saying at last point here, it's a very good psychopathic trait scene again there, because he enters that scene, he murders every reporter, right? He's like, you killed my mom, you killed my mom, you killed my mom, you killed my mom, you get a bullet, you get a bullet, you get a bullet. Also reveals his whole power though, so it's like, he completely doesn't care anymore. But, doesn't kill his dad. I think it's a very, very good scene on this. But I mean, I mentioned it earlier again, but I think I just want to emphasize more on it, because think about it, he's going crazy, right? He's going like, I don't care about the laws anymore, I don't care about the rules anymore. Before I was a psychopath, but I was following the law because I knew what the law was. Then I got powers, so I didn't follow the law, but I followed like not being exposed. Yeah. Then I got exposed. I still didn't want to do that because I didn't want to, ruin my mom's life, so I kind of tried to just hide away. They killed my mom, so now I can just freaking get revenge, right? He get revenge, just kill them. And so he enters that scene, he goes bonkers because he's like, I'm gonna kill you killed my mom. No, you're trying to kill my dad, right? Yeah. And he's super angry, of course, and he's super emotional. But the thing is that a normal person, I think it's very good because a normal person probably would kill their dad. Because he'd be like, you killed my mom because you divorced her, right? But he's a psychopath. So he's like, no. I'm not gonna kill my dad. It's not his fault, right? I think it's a great scene because he understands rationally that his dad didn't kill his mom. But the reporters are they're indirectly killing his mom now. But his dad didn't, in that sense. Not for a long time at least. And a normal person, being in that anger mode, probably would kill everyone, including his dad, right? Because he was kind of like his dad. But he is a psychopath, so for him it's kind of easy to not kill his dad. Because he's like, he can distance himself from that thing and think about his siblings, but I'm killing my dad. And he leaves. I think again that scene was so fantastic too, because it really like emphasized on his personality traits. So they were a very, very good scene. So anyway, hope you liked this review. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next week.